guys, Jackie here, and today's video is a fun little tagged video that I've seen floating around the YouTube beauty world, and I actually just was watching Arna Elaine do it, and I was like, you know, I kind of want to do that. So it is the if you could only have one beauty tag, and it is if you could only have one of each category, what would it be? So that is what today's video is about, which I'm sure you figured all that out just by reading the title. But I thought I should explain it anyways because I over-explain things. So if you enjoy beauty related content, then please hit that subscribe button. Next to the subscribe button is that little bell that everybody has to talk about. If you ring the little bell, you will become part of the that was terrible hashtag the notification nation, and YouTube will alert you as soon as my videos go up. So with all that being said, I guess you probably just want to see this video, so let's just get into it. My skin is a hot mess. I've had these little tiny bumps around here for the longest time, and they weren't going anywhere. I don't know what they are / were. I don't know. So I decided to pick at them just to see if I picked at them if they would heal and go away. Not the best idea, because now I have all this redness. I have a pimple here, a pimple here, a pimple here, and a pimple here. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I ate too much chocolate or something. I don't know. But, so my skin is a hot mess. But, what are you going to do? Wait for it to heal, I guess. So, yeah, like I said in the intro, today's video is the beauty tag. I saw, oh no, what is that? Hold on, I don't want to get her name wrong. Arna Elaine. Yeah, Arna Elaine. I will link her channel below, but I saw her do this tag, so I was like, ooh, what fun, I want to do it. So yeah, it's the if I could only have one tag, or take one, have one. If I'm going on a deserted island, I guess take one. Anyways, so it is that, and I thought that would be fun to do with my little collection, which some of you believe is a big collection. I mean, I guess it's a big collection. It's a big collection for the average makeup user, but for a beauty guru, for somebody who's on YouTube doing beauty, it's actually quite small. But that's fine. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to start with eye primer, because I always start with eye primer, and the eye primer that I am having one of is the new E.L.F. Putty eye primer. I love this. So this would be my one because it's amazing and it works great and I love it. And so, yeah. So we're going to put some of that on. So, it is snowing, even though it was not. The snow's supposed to stop. It hasn't stopped yet. Don't like that. I know it's winter, and I know I live in New York and it snows there, but it doesn't mean I have to like it, because I don't like it. My husband took his car to work today, and for those of you who don't know, which is most of you, he drives a Mustang, and we had a backup winter car that decided to break, and we were attempting to fix it, but it just wasn't worth it. It was one thing after another, and we just decided it just wasn't worth it. So usually when it snows, he'll take my car, and my brother and sister-in-law help us out taking my son to school and picking him up. Well, today it wasn't supposed to snow. It was supposed to stop and get sunny. And yeah, it hasn't yet. So I'm hoping. Did I tap this one out? I did. Okay. So the eyeshadow palette that I chose, that I would be the only eyeshadow palette, would be the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals. I need to stop talking into products. It would be the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette. And that is because, if I can open it, you get all these beautiful neutral colors that you could do a simple look with, a smoky look with. You can jazz it up with the glitters. I mean, there's so many things that you could do with this palette. So, yeah, that would be my one palette that I would keep or whatever. So that's the palette we're going to use today, and I'm going to start off with, ooh, this is a tough one. What do I want to do today? I'm going to start off with Soothe. Yeah, yes, I'm going to start off with Soothe, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and put that into my crease area, a little above a crease as my transition shade. It is so pretty. I love all the finishes of this. That's another thing too. Like you get the matte. You could do an all matte look. You could do a matte and shimmer look. You could do a all shimmer look if you really wanted to. You could add glitter, obviously. And I mean, there's all the finishes, all the colors you could need. I mean, all neutral colors. That alone, just the browns alone would make beautiful looks. I mean, I don't know if just the browns alone would give you too many options, but they would do looks that were pretty. And yeah, so yeah, and you could add glitter to jazz it up, like I said. So yeah, I think this is a good option. Okay, so there we go with the Soothe. Just a nice wash. Oh, let me add a little more over here. Nice wash of brown. And then I'm going to go into Story, and I'm going to go into the matte shade of Story, which is the orange. And I'm going to put that in the crease. There's the crease shade. These all go so well together too that it's like really hard to screw a look up. Last I checked, I'm gonna check now, it's Friday, this goes up tomorrow, so hopefully by the time you see this, it'll still be, yes, okay, so it is still in stock as of right now. She restocked, so it is in stock as of right now, and it is $48. Yeah, so if you were interested in getting it and it was not in stock, it is now in stock. So if you want to go ahead and make your purchase, hopefully by the time you see this tomorrow, it will still be in stock. Okay, so now I want to go, I'm going to go on the lid with the shade Poet in the metallic finish, which is that one right there. I'm going to use my finger to put that on the lid. I find metallics and shimmers and stuff work better with a finger. And the reason I chose this is because it has almost like an orangey shift to it. So it goes with that story color, which was the orange we put in the crease. It has more of a shift if you wet it. Maybe I'll wet it and show you if I can. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Let's see. My trusty setting spray. Put on my finger. Do a little spray. And it shifts more of like, there's more of an orange shift to it. I don't know. Can you tell? I hope so. We'll put that on there. Just intensifies it and brings out that orangey shift more. Such a pretty color though. I really, really love this color. And of course, I didn't get out a wipe. So on the outer corner, I'm gonna take this. Ooh, I don't know. Do I want to take that? I'm going to, oh, I got my mirror all dirty. Okay, I'm going to mix the dark brown and this orange. I'm going to go back and forth between those two and use that as an outer corner shade. So I want to make sure there's a hint of that orange in there. Alright, back to the crease shade, the story, and intensify the crease. Blend it into that outer part. Is this like cream matte shade right here? Just to kind of buff out the edges. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a smaller-ish fluffy brush and I'm gonna dip into Aurora and blend the edges with that. Just so we're not getting too carried away with the browns. Okay. Now on the inner portion of the inner corner, I'm going to take the metallic Aura, which is the metallic cream shade. I'm going to put that, hello, on the inner part of the lid. Little goes a long way there. Blend it with my finger. Just kind of blend it into that purpley orange shade. Like so. Okay, so there's that. I want a little more orangey. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, so for liner, the one that I would choose is the one that I use the most of. I would choose the E.L.F. Jet Black Liquid Liner. And yeah, that is the eyeliner that I would take with me or keep or whatever, the one eyeliner I would have. And just a really thin line. So you can always use a dark shadow as well for a liner. Like I could use that dark brown or even the black in the palette for eyeliner if I wanted to. Depending on the look I did, I could use the purple, I could use the orange. Like, you don't have to even have a liner, really. Okay, so that is the eyeliner. I would take an eyelash curler because I need to curl my lashes, you know. Okay, and for the one mascara, I would have the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. I love this mascara. I love the way it, even one coat, looks on my lashes. And I love how easy it is to wash off and how it doesn't smudge or flake. But yet it comes off so easily. Like, I don't need any special like eye makeup remover, anything. Just regular soap and water takes this mascara off. And I love it. And the way it builds my lashes up is just beautiful. So the one mascara I would want would be this Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. Which, if I'm not mistaken, my friend Jada told me about this a while ago, and I just never got it. Because I was working on the Lash Paradise at the time. Which I also love that mascara as well, but I got the waterproof one, and that is a nightmare to get off. Just love the way this mascara makes my lashes look. It's beautiful. Okay, so for face primer, the one that I would take or keep or have, the one that I would have to be the good old Poreless Putty Primer. The original Poreless Putty Primer. Because if by chance my skin were to change and become more oily, which I doubt would ever happen because of my skin whatever, but if it were to happen, I wouldn't want the luminous primer because I feel like this wouldn't keep the oils at bay very well. And this one would just do a better job because it doesn't make you look luminous. That does. So when the oil started coming through, I would look even oilier. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I would have to go with the original Poreless Putty Primer. I love the way this makes my skin, my pores are like not even there. It makes my skin look smoother than it actually is, and I love that. Do not love acne though. Too old for this crap. Don't give it to me now. I didn't have acne my whole teenage years. Let's not start with it now. I mean, come on, I'm 35. Don't start now. Please. Please, no. While I let that Poreless Putty Primer sink in and made a cup of coffee. Another cup of coffee. This will be my second cup today because I want 2 cups. I do what I want. Hot. Okay, so for foundation, yes, that's where we were. The foundation that I would have is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation in the shade Nude. And that is because it is such a beautiful foundation on me. It is not $3 million. Well, that's just the bonus. It is the best foundation I have tried on my skin. It just works the best for me. It's a skin finish, so it's not overly dewy or matte. So no matter which way my skin was to go in the future, if I only had one, this would work for either. So, yes. And as you know, it is my favorite. My favorite. So we are gonna go ahead and put that on. Okay, so foundation is on. Now for concealer, This was a tough one because I really like the, I hate having foundation on my lips. My lips feel weird, I don't like it. Okay, so I really like the E.L.F. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, but it is drying for me sometimes. So I'm gonna go with the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. And that is because I really like the coloring of it is really brightening, and it's easy to blend, and it's not matte. It's more glowy? Not glowy. More creamy? More creamy. Less drying. And yeah, as long as I powder under my eyes, even if I do end up in the future getting oily skin, it would still work. So that is the concealer that I am choosing. And I just love the finish of this concealer too. Like, it's super brightening, which, yeah, I probably could have went a shade darker. But I don't know, it just looks so nice under my eyes. I think a shade darker may have helped conceal the darkness under my eyes a little better, maybe. But what you can do. Now for powder, I would have the Halo Glow Setting Powder from E.L.F. This powder is so good on me. It does not make me look dry or cakey or anything, and I love it. I love it. So, yeah. There we go. Nice set down face. Just the way I like it. Okay, so for contour, I would have the Milani Sunlight Silky Matte Bronzer that I love to use as a contour instead of a bronzer. So that is what we're gonna use. Just love how light it is, and it's not too much of a cool tone, so it's not gonna like be like a gray contour, you know, but it's not so warm that it looks orange, you know what I'm saying? And because it is so light, it takes a little building, so it's harder to go overboard with. I mean, I'm sure I could still do it. Oh, yes, I could, but it's harder. So, yeah. Okay, so there is the contour. Yes, very, very pretty. Now for a bronzer, I bet you guys probably could guess a majority of the products that I would have. I would have the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. Yes. So we're gonna put that on. As soon as I find the brush, there it is. I bet y'all saw that coming, didn't you? Okay, so there's the bronzer. Now for the brows. We gotta do brows. Brows. I'm sure you already know what I'm gonna say. It is the E.L.F. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. Even though I'm not no longer blonde, or am I? Maybe I am the way I'm talking. But it still works for me. So that is what I would have, because it's easy to use and it stays, and I just love it. Just love it. All these products are E.L.F. products, aren't they? So there are the brows. Next we are going to do highlight, because I like to do my highlight before I do my blush. So I'm pretty sure if you've seen my videos, you know what I'm about to say is my highlighter. Highlighter. Okay, it is. I'm so weird. It is the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit Loose Highlighter. And yes, I know everybody's like, it's so messy and powdery. But it's beautiful. It's affordable. And if you ask me, it's worth it. Okay. So that is the highlighter I'm gonna be using because it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little, what is this brush? Setting brush from Real Techniques, which I like to use as a highlighting brush, and dip it into the cap, and here we go. Woo! So pretty. You know, you can buff it out so it's not as intense if you would like. That's usually what I do. I put it on and then I buff it so it's not crazy. We didn't finish the bottom lash line. We gonna have to do that next. I use this side, I use one side of the brush, I tap it in the lid where there's a little bit of highlight powder, I tap it off, and then I put it on the cheek, and then if I want to buff it in a little more, I will take the brush, flip it over, and use the clean side to buff it in so it's not as intense. You know what I mean? Beautiful. Look at that. It's not crazy over the top, but you can see it and it's beautiful. Okay, so there's the highlight. Now we need blush. Blush. And the blush that I would have is the Rosy Flush Matte Duo Blush by E.L.F. This is just, I just started using this recently, and I just love how this can go with any look, and it is gorgeous. So, let's get ourselves a little blush brush, tap it in there. I'm going to tap it into the lighter one too, just to see, like, mix the two in case you want it a little less on the rosy side, I guess. It's not bad. I mean, I like that. It's nice too. Alright, let's do, I'm actually going to do a setting spray before I finish the bottom lash line because I don't want to smudge the mascara or anything. So the setting spray that I would have is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray in any scent really, but if I had to pick a scent, I really like this mint chocolate chip one. It is, smells so good. I love the smell of mint chocolate chip. So yeah. Okay. This setting spray, it says it keeps your makeup matte. Okay, maybe it doesn't say that, but I've heard people say that. I don't know. I think it would work. It works no matter what. It doesn't make my face feel dry or anything, so with a dry face, it works. With a matte face, it works. Or an oily face. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, alright, let's finish this bottom lash line. And I think for the bottom lash line, I'm going to mix the orange and the Soothe together and run that along the bottom. Then I'm going to go into that Ritual, the dark brown shade, and add that to the outer part. And then I'm actually going to take a little of the Aura matte shade, that the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just gonna kind of soften it a little bit, like so. And then Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. Now on to lips. For the lips, the lip liner would be the Wet n Wild Bear to Comment lip liner. That is the nude lip liner that I am constantly using all the time. And then for lipstick, I would actually use, which I'm pretty sure they changed the packaging on this, because I saw somebody with the new packaging and it was the same name, so I think they just changed packaging. But the Bare It All by Wet n Wild, it is a matte lipstick. It is a brown. That would be my lipstick of choice. And it matches that lip liner like perfectly. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but sometimes to give my lips a little more oomph, so they're not just blah, I will take my highlighter and I will tap it in the middle, rub it in a little on the top and the bottom, and that just kind of gives my lips that little extra, you know, lightness and pop in the middle, so they're not just, you know what I'm saying? And that is everything that I would have if I could only have one of everything. So I hope that you found this video fun, maybe informative, I don't know, maybe you would agree. Let me know in the comments, what are some of the things that you know that you would have if you could only have one of? You know, what products do you love that you just know would be your one, you know? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Everything will be listed in the description box. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you will come back for more of my videos. And I also hope that you have a wonderful day.